This is a complete start-to-finish tutorial for a real-world local business, not an online one. A mobile auto detailing studio that uses AI as a back-office partner. You go to the customer's driveway, parking garage, or office lot. You wash, decontaminate, polish, and protect the vehicle. You collect payment on site or in advance. AI does not hold the polisher. AI helps you quote faster, route smarter, train staff, answer messages, and keep quality from collapsing when you hire. I will cover the niche, the ugly legal and insurance details, a line item capital plan, the tools, what you should and should not give to AI, who to hire, the first 90 days, and how this grows from a weekend side job into a small crew over 2 to 3 years. Start with the business, not the gadgets. Mobile detailing wins because the customer hates losing a day at a shop. Office parks are full of dirty cars, and you do not need a leased bay on day one. Narrow the niche anyway. Do not say you detail every car in the city. Pick a lane. Busy professionals with late-model sedans and SUVs, independent used car lots that need turnaround details, or small company fleets of 10 to 40 vehicles. Fleet work is less glamorous and more stable. Residential driveway work is easier to start because one person can sell it with photos and a text thread. Pick one primary lane for the first 6 months so your chemicals, time estimates, and photos look consistent. Validate with paid jobs, not likes. Before you buy a foam cannon collection, sell 5 details at a real price using a friend's car as the portfolio if you must, then neighbors, then coworkers. Charge enough that you would still do the work if the person was a stranger. A full exterior and interior on a mid-size SUV in many U.S. cities often sits between $150 and $350 depending on condition, and a maintenance wash is lower. If you cannot get 5 paying jobs with door knocking, local Facebook groups, apartment bulletin boards, and office park flyers, a van wrap will not save you. The first nuance: people will compliment your before and after photos and still not book. Booking is the only validation that counts. Productize the menu before you scale. Write 3 packages with clear inclusions. Example: a maintenance wash, a full interior and exterior, and a paint correction plus ceramic or sealant package. Write add-ons: pet hair, engine bay, headlights, odor, and fleet discounts. Write what you will not do, such as hail repair, dent work, or same-day correction on a ruined clear coat. Timebox each package on a few real cars and write the minutes down. If a $200 detail takes 7 hours including drive time, you are paying yourself poorly. Either raise the price, shrink the scope, or get faster with better process. Vague menus create angry customers and exhausted owners. Legal and insurance are not optional in this trade. You are going onto private property with water, chemicals, power, and sometimes a generator. Register the business, get a tax ID, and open a business bank account. Talk to an insurance broker who actually understands mobile detailing, not a generic business-in-a-box policy. You typically need general liability, and if you drive to jobs you need commercial auto or the correct endorsement on the vehicle you use. If you hire, you need workers' compensation according to your state or country. If you store chemicals, ask about pollution or spill language. If you work on customer property and scratch a bumper or flood a garage, the policy is the business. Budget for this as a real monthly cost, not a someday task. Get a simple contract or service ticket. Vehicle condition notes, existing damage photos, payment terms, cancellation, and a limit on hidden filth surprises. Photograph the car on arrival, every time, before you touch it. That photo set is your defense. Now capital, in detail, assuming you already have a reliable personal car, and you will start mobile rather than renting a shop. These are realistic ranges, not a fantasy $50 start. Core wash tools, buckets, grit guards, wash mitts, drying towels, brushes, and a quality vacuum, $200 to $600. Chemicals for a starter line, including soap, iron remover, dressings, interior cleaners, and a sealant, $150 to $400 to begin, then replenishment every month. A portable pressure washer or a strong home unit plus hoses, $150 to $500. Water strategy matters. Some cities restrict driveway runoff. You may need a wastewater recovery mat and vacuum later, $300 to $2,000, or you work at locations that allow drainage and you follow local rules. A polisher, pads, and compounds for paint work, $200 to $700 if you offer correction. A wet or dry vacuum suitable for interiors, $150 to $500. Lighting, cones, and a simple weather canopy for light rain, $80 to $300. Microfiber inventory is a hidden hog. Budget $100 to $300 to start and a wash and replace cycle. Personal protective gear and basic first aid, $50 to $150. A used folding wagon or crate system to stop you destroying your back, $40 to $150. Vehicle and power are the big forks. If you start from a hatchback or SUV you already own, your extra capital is organizers, a water tank, and maybe an inverter, $200 to $1,000. A dedicated used work van is a different business, $3,000 to $15,000 for a usable used van, plus insurance jump, fuel, and maintenance. Do not buy the van until your calendar is full and your back is the bottleneck. Water tanks and pumps for true off-grid jobs, $200 to $1,000. A generator or battery station if you need power away from outlets, $200 to $1,200. A quality shop vacuum or extractor for interiors, $200 to $800 as you move up. Software and admin capital is small and should stay small. Phone existing. Booking link and invoice tool, $0 to $30 a month. Domain and a one-page site, $20 to $120 a year plus a cheap builder. Bookkeeping, $10 to $40 a month or a bookkeeper later. AI subscription for writing, photo quotes, and SOP drafts, $20 to $40 a month. Scheduling and routing can start in Google Calendar and Maps. Total software year one is often $200 to $600 if you are disciplined. Insurance and legal cash, entity filing, $50 to $500 depending on location. Insurance deposits and first months, $50 to $200 a month once bound. Get real quotes in your city because numbers move. An accountant for setup, $150 to $400. A lawyer for a one-time ticket template, $150 to $500, or a reputable template you still have reviewed. Working capital, the part founders skip. Chemicals and towels replenish. Fuel for a mobile route can be $50 to $250 a week once you are busy. Parking, tolls, and wasted drives to no-shows. Keep a cash buffer of at least $1,000 to $3,000 after tools so a slow rain week does not bounce a chemical order. Rain is a real P and L line in this business. Build a garage or covered lot backup plan, or sell more interior-only jobs when the sky opens. Add a starter package together. Solo, using your own car, no van, no ceramic specialty yet. Tools and chemicals $1,000 to $2,500. Insurance and filings $300 to $1,200 in the first quarter. Software a few hundred a year. Photos and a simple uniform $100 to $300, plus living cost runway. Many people can launch a credible mobile detailer for about $2,000 to $5,000 in hard costs if they already have a car. The van, extractor, recovery system, and paint correction suite can wait until revenue pays for them. If you need this to replace a full salary immediately, you also need savings equal to 2 or 3 months of rent and food, because the first month is learning speed, not peak throughput. Tools in the field should be boring. A phone with a good camera, a waterproof notebook or a notes app for condition, Stripe, Square, or a similar tap-to-pay reader so you get paid before you leave. A calendar with travel time blocked, not wishful back-to-back bookings. A simple CRM spreadsheet, name, vehicle, last service, next due, notes about dogs and gate codes. Inventory list for chemicals so you do not run out of interior cleaner on a Thursday. Weather app, that is enough. A custom app is not a first-year need. Here is how AI actually helps a detailing business, step by step. A customer sends 4 photos of a dusty SUV. You use a model to draft a condition summary and a package recommendation, then you edit it and send a price. You record a 2-minute voice note after a job and let AI turn it into a clean job record and a next visit reminder text. You feed it your package menu and it drafts replies to "How long will this take?" messages in your tone, which you still approve. You photograph a messy interior and ask for a checklist so a new hire does not skip vents and seat rails. You dump a week of addresses into a prompt and get a first pass route. Then you verify traffic and building access yourself. You use AI to write a training SOP from a video of you doing a maintenance wash. You use it to draft review replies that sound human. You do not use it to invent ceramic coating durability claims. You do not let it price a ruined paint job you have not seen in person. You do not put customer gate codes, license plates, and home addresses into a random public chatbot. Job photos can be cropped and stripped of houses and kids before they go into any tool. Build an AI loop so quality stays yours. Step 1. Intake form with year, make, model, last detail, pets, and photos. Step 2. Human glance, then AI-assisted quote. Step 3. Day before confirmation text. Step 4. Arrival photos. Step 5. Work from a printed or phone checklist generated from the package. Step 6. After photos and payment. Step 7. AI draft of the recap and the 6-week reminder, human send. That loop is how a one-person operator looks like a company without lying. What AI cannot do. It cannot feel swirl under a light. It cannot negotiate a building manager who hates water on the asphalt. It cannot calm a customer who thinks a 10-year-old hood should look new after a wash. It cannot drive safely between jobs. It cannot replace insurance. Treat it as a clerk and a trainer, not a technician. People in hiring. For the first 10 to 20 jobs, you are the technician, the salesperson, and the photographer. Hire specialists before employees, insurance broker, accountant, and maybe a detailing coach for one paid day if you have never corrected paint. When your calendar is full 2 weeks out and you are declining weekday jobs, hire a helper, not a marketing agency. The first hire is often a prep tech. They rinse, wheel, vacuum, and carry water while you do the money work of interior extraction and paint. Pay for a paid trial day on a real car with you watching. Pay hourly or a split that still leaves you margin after chemicals, fuel, and card fees. Track minutes. If a helper does not increase cars per day, they are company. When 2 people are consistently busy, consider a second kit and a second route, still before a shop lease. How to hire without wrecking cars or reviews. Write a scorecard. On time, no scratch, checklist complete, polite with customers, honest about mistakes. Do a paid trial. Check that they can lift and stand for hours. Put every recurring process in a 1-page SOP with photos. Never let a new person polish unattended in week 1. Pay weekly and on time. Fire fast for hiding damage. A single ruined bumper can erase a month of profit. A realistic people budget after you are busy. Bookkeeper $150 to $300 a month. A part-time helper $15 to $25 an hour in many U.S. markets depending on city, or a percentage of the job if you insist, plus your own pay as a line, not leftover scraps. Do not hire a full-time receptionist. Let booking links and approved AI drafts handle the night messages, with you checking before anything is promised. Build over time in stages, not in a montage. Stage 0, 2 weeks. Learn 1 maintenance wash and 1 solid interior on your own car until it is repeatable. Stage 1, 30 days. 5 to 15 paid local jobs, photos, a 3-package menu, insurance quoted and bound, Square or Stripe Live, arrival photos every time. Stage 2, days 30 to 90. A weekly route on the same side of town to cut drive time. A reminder system for 6-week maintenance customers, 1 office park or apartment relationship, and a no-show policy. Stage 3, months 4 to 9. A helper on your busiest days, a water and chemical system that is not a trunk explosion, maybe interior extraction equipment paid from profits. Stage 4, year 2. Either a dedicated van or a small garage bay if weather is killing you, fleet contracts with written SLAs, and you spending more time on quotes and quality control than on every vacuum pass. Stage 5, year 3. 2 routes, documented training, and you can take a week off without the business dying. If you cannot take a week off, you build a job, not a company. Deep analysis of the economics, because hope is not a margin. Suppose an average ticket is $200 and card fees plus chemicals plus fuel eat $30 to $50. Suppose a solo operator can complete 2 solid jobs on a good day after drive time, or 1 heavy interior. That is roughly $250 to $350 contribution on a 2-job day before your labor. Rain, cancellations, and apartments that ban washing will cut that. Maintenance memberships, such as a monthly wash for a discounted rate with a card on file, smooth the calendar. Fleet work lowers the romance and raises the predictability. Paint correction is high ticket and high risk. Do not sell it until you can prove it on your own cars. The growth constraint is usually hours and body, not Instagram followers. AI helps the constraint by reducing quote time and no-shows, not by washing faster. Risks that kill detailers. Working without insurance. Dumping soapy water into a storm drain where it is illegal. Overselling ceramic coatings. Using cheap chemicals that stain trim. Booking jobs 40 minutes apart across the city. Hiring a friend who is good with cars and letting them polish. Ignoring your own back and knees until you cannot work. Spending the first profits on a wrap and a drone instead of towels, insurance, and a buffer fund. Next steps to try this week, in order, without buying a van. Day 1. Write the 3 packages and the add-on list with minutes and prices. Day 2. Do a full maintenance detail on one car, photograph every step, and write the checklist. Day 3. Call an insurance broker and an accountant and get real numbers for your city. Day 4. Set up tap to pay and a calendar booking link with buffer time. Day 5. Offer the service to 10 people you already know and 5 nearby offices or lots, with a clear price and available times. Day 6. Do the first paid job like a professional, including arrival photos and a same-day recap. Day 7. Put the job into a spreadsheet with next due date and a reminder draft. That week tells you whether you like the work. If you hate being wet, cold, and precise with other people's property, stop. If you like it, the following 3 weeks are repetition, not rebranding. Keep the next 90 days stupidly concrete. 15 paid jobs or a rewritten offer. Insurance bound. Average minutes per package written down. A chemical reorder list. At least 5 customers who would book again. 1 AI-assisted quote workflow you actually use. 0 claims of miracle coatings. If those boxes are ticked, reinvest in the tool that removes your worst bottleneck, which is usually water, vacuum power, or drive time, not a new logo. That is the path. Choose mobile auto detailing as a local trade. Prove it with paid driveway jobs. Price from timed work, not from what a national chain charges on TV. Spend capital first on insurance, chemicals, towels, a vacuum, and a way to get paid, not on a van. Use AI as the clerk for quotes, checklists, routes, recaps, and training docs, with a human lock on anything that touches a customer's car or legal claims. Hire a prep tech when the calendar is full, not when you are lonely. Grow from weekend jobs to a tight route, then a helper, then better equipment bought from profit. Try the 7A test this week. If the work holds, build the company the slow way, because in a physical business, the slow way is the one that still exists in year 3.